Hey everyone, welcome back to Cooking with Corey. It is hashtag Mayo today. We're making homemade tartar sauce. That's next on Cooking with Corey. Alright, our ingredients are as follows today. Some baby gherkins, some tarragon. I couldn't find any fresh, had to get some dry. That's okay though. Some lemon, some capers, a good old egg, some fresh dill, some fresh parsley, and some shallot. And we're gonna do it with a little mixture of olive oil and canola, which is right there, salt, pepper, and we'll be back next. Alright, before we get started, we're probably gonna do 1 tablespoon of capers, 1 tablespoon of fresh dill, 1 tablespoon of fresh parsley, half of a small shallot, probably about 3 to 4 of those sweet baby gherkins, probably a teaspoon at most of that dried tarragon, and probably half that lemon. What I'm going to do is chop-o-matical the shallot, the parsley, the dill, and the capers, and the dried tarragon with the baby gherkins. At the end, I'll combine them all, and we'll make one little mixture to go into our homemade mayonnaise. Alright, it's time to put the mayo in hashtag mayo here. I forgot to mention, guys, you need some Grey Poupon for this, or some kind of mustard. So you're going to need 1 teaspoon of this to go with your 1 egg we're going to use here. Don't be doing it on the sides, you're going to get shell in there. Probably will anyway. No, there it is. I'm using a whole egg. I know. But hey, this is going to work fine. Don't worry about it. It's going to be alright. So 1 egg into the mix. No seasoning yet because we want this to go together. So we're going to use 1. Shucks. That's a little over a teaspoon of Dijon. It'll be alright though. Let's incorporate that in. Alright, so we're going to get this all incorporated in. This is where we're making actual homemade mayo here, guys. And we'll keep you here through it, so let's get that going. Wait, my kitchen is designed. I wish I could get better angles, but it's not designed that well. Alright, here we go. Alright, pretty well incorporated. Now you don't want, like I said, no seasoning right now, because the egg would not like it, so we're going to do our oil a little bit at a time. I mean a little. If you're going to mess up a mayo, this is where you're going to do it. You're going to do it at the beginning. So, a little bit to get that incorporated in. And then later on, you can really lay it to it. But not right now. A little squirt will do ya. Like I said, this is if you're going to fail, this is the time you're going to do it. Alright, I'm going to tell you. Alright. Keep it going. You definitely do this in a food processor, which would be quick and easy. We'd be done by now, actually. And then you really don't have to worry about adding these squirts of mayo, because believe it or not, it'll pull it together. Obviously it's a lot faster than me. Alright, so I'm going to do this a while, and I'm going to bring you back when it gets closer. Alright guys, 2 minutes have probably passed since you've been away, and I have emulsified a good cup of our oil mixture in this. And you know, it's looking good. It's looking saucy, it's looking mayo-y, and I love that. So that is basically a homemade mayo for you guys. Obviously, we're not done. So we're gonna squeeze a good tablespoon of lemon into here. Now we season a good click of salt and fresh cracked pepper. And yes, there is yellow tint to it. It's because it's real mayo. And we did it by hand. That lemon juice will lighten it up a little bit. Alright guys, look at that. Look at that deliciousness. While we got you here, let's just finish it off here. So we got salt, pepper, lemon juice in there. And then we got our mixture that we worked so hard on. Chopping up. Get all that goodness in there. Give it a stir up. Let it set in the fridge. Especially since we got that dry time in there. Let it set in the fridge for a good hour before you use it. Alright, that's looking pretty good to me, guys. Alright. There. We did it. Homemade tartar sauce. Homemade with homemade mayo and everything else. Oh, you guys, I almost forgot. Even though we're not plating tonight, we can make this sauce look something good in a bowl, so let's do that quick. We got our delicious tartar sauce here. Homemade tartar sauce. Hey, if you guys don't like the gherkins, use dill. I mean, you want to skip all that stuff, you just get you some relish and throw it in there. You just make this recipe your own. Alright, so we got our deliciousness in there. Our delicious tartar sauce that we worked really not that hard on, to be honest with you. It didn't take that long. Alright, there it is. We'll give it a little twirl of delicious lemon. And put some stuff that we put in there. We got some parsley, and you know, we got some dill in there. And there you got it, guys. There's your homemade tartar sauce that you can whip up in a matter of 5 to 10 minutes with all that prep involved. Alright, this time I'm really out. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Cooking with Corey. See you next week.